I'm not trying to turn into a Star Wars channel. I know we've done 2 other videos centered on Star Wars. I rated the Clone Wars TV series, I rated the movies, and now I'm going to talk about the Bad Batch. And why? Well, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, and I thought it's fun, it'd be a fun topic to talk about. Or at the very least in this video, I will voice how I feel about it and talk about the whole season or the whole series in general. Not just the first season, not just the second season, but the whole thing in general. So let's hop into it. I thoroughly enjoy the show. I do. I have a few things about it that I don't really like or care for, but I think I think you can say that with any TV series and any movie in general. But for the most part, I enjoy the Bad Batch. I have no problem with it. I know a lot of people don't like Omega. To be fair, I think in my opinion, the whole thing with Omega is Ahsoka all over again. They introduced Ahsoka back in 2008, and I remember like everyone hated her, and then she's a fan favorite now. I mean, she appeared in The Mandalorian. She appeared in later seasons of the Clone Wars. She appeared in Rebels. All that. I remember when she left the Jedi Order in season 5, and like everybody, it was depressing for everybody. I vividly remember watching the episode and like being depressed as shit after it ended. It was sad. It was awful. But so that's like the thing with Omega. Omega started off like everyone's like, oh, she's like this annoying kid, but I feel like as we progress on, she'll soon become more and more a favorite. I have no problem with her. I have no problem with any of the characters. I know some people don't like Wrecker because he acts like he acts goofy. But I think people need to understand is we saw an episode of the Bad Batch where Wrecker executes Order 66, and we see that he's a force to be reckoned with. His like goofy like personality is kind of what gives him his humanity. All of the characters have the like things about them that give them their humanity, and so for me, I have no problem with Wrecker being goofy. It has no problem to me, and I watch YouTube videos where people give. They talk about how they feel about Wrecker. They think, oh, it's stupid. I think it's stupid that he acts like that. Nope, I didn't see a problem with it. So, that's the whole Wrecker thing. That's just another thing I see in YouTube comment sections. The whole series in general, I enjoyed it, but so when the Clone Wars TV show got renewed for season 7 in 2018 and then released in 2020, there were actually unfinished Bad Batch arcs that should have been in season 7 because the Clone Wars seasons had 22 episodes in them, except for season 6 and season 7. Season 7 only had 12, and season 7 actually should have included the Bad Batch arc and the unfinished Utapau arc. If you actually have watched the unfinished Clone Wars seasons, you can find them on YouTube. The only one I know of that's unfinished, that's up there, is the Utapau arc. I don't think they ever animated the Bad Batch arcs that were they had planned. Like there was supposed to be a Kashyyyk arc. And in my opinion, season 1 of the Bad Batch should have been that. So season 7 of the Clone Wars, they rescue Echo. Echo becomes part of the member of the Bad Batch. In my opinion, season 7 of the Bad Batch should have been the end of the Clone Wars. It should have been like the unfinished Bad Batch episode that we're going to have for season 7, like the Kashyyyk arc. They should have had Echo becoming more integrated into the Bad Batch before we jumped into the first season. In my opinion, that's how it should have been. Season 1 should have been Bad Batch going out and still doing more missions, and Echo becoming more of a member, and then the season finale should have been the Order 66 episode, which was episode 1. Then season 2 would have been all of season 1, and then there'd be a season 3 with what we have now. But that's in a perfect world. But that's what I think should have happened. Who knows? Maybe they might release the unfinished Bad Batch arcs that they had planned. I don't know. But for the most part, for the show, I enjoy it. Now, every episode's not going to be a banger. Like, just recently, I'm actually recording this the night before episode 5 is going to drop of season 2. So by the time you see this video, it'll probably be episode 7 or 8 that's been out. So we'll see. Season 3, episode 3. It was phenomenal. Imperial Commander Cody with Crosshair, phenomenal. Episode 4 was more of a filler episode, and that's actually one of my favorite things. I'll talk about episode 3 in a second. I just want to talk about one of my favorite things from episode 4, and that is like, so when Sid asks Tech, Wrecker, and Omega to go with her to the races, they're like, what about Echo and Hunter? Like, oh, they're on another mission. I love that because it is just lazy writing. They knew they wanted to do that episode, but they knew if they had Echo and Hunter go along with, it'd be so out of character for them because they want to do something they considered a waste of time. So like they really just wrote it off as, well, they're on a different mission right now. It's like, wait, since when do they go on missions? Split up. They usually go together. So I'm hoping in this new episode we actually find out what happens, where they went. So I don't know. I think that's funny. I love it. I just love the whole like, what about Hunter and Echo? Oh well, they're busy doing something else. For all we could have known, they could have just been in the bathroom and they went and ditched them, and then Echo and Hannah walked out of the bathroom and they were gone. I don't know. That could have happened. But the episode 4, I didn't mind it. Those episodes, like those filler episodes, do a good job showing the galaxy. It kind of expands your view of the whole Star Wars universe, not just focusing in on like the Clone Wars and stuff like that. It gives you an outside view of the galaxy of everyone else, like these races and basically just space NASCAR, to be honest. But I think that episode also does a good job giving showing Tech a little bit more his personality wise. It goes to show that Tech is smarter than droids. Not that we really needed that. I think we already knew that. But the whole racing, it shows his skill set because he is an exceptional pilot because he pilots the shuttle. It shows how well he is at piloting, his decision making, all that. So I think it does a good job showing Tech's ability to be a fast decision maker. I don't know. I think it just showed off Tech in a really good way. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Had no problem with it. I know a lot of people had a problem with the droid Teo. I think every now and then you're gonna get a Star Wars show or movie that's gonna have that droid that's annoying. I mean, C-3PO was annoying. We loved him. There's all kinds of droids. It's fun to get the droid's personality, so I don't mind it. Never had a problem with it. But episode 3, we'll go back to that. Commander Cody went AWOL. Again, spoilers. I already said the spoiler, but Commander Cody goes AWOL. We really wanted to see Commander Cody, like, because we knew Cody executes Order 66 back in, like, 2005. And we want to know what happens to him. Never knew what happened. There was actually a fan theory back in, like, 2010, I remember seeing. And this was way back before we knew what happened to Captain Rex in Order 66. And the theory was Rex and Cody are sneaking around after Order 66, and then Cody shoots Rex in the head. And that's all the fan theory was. And I believed that. I freaked out when I read that. I told my brothers, I told my friends, I was like, this is like the craziest shit ever. But at the end of the episode, Commander Cody ends up going AWOL. He has left the Empire officially. I don't know. I really feel like we should have gotten at least another episode with Imperial Cody. It feels kind of rushed to give us one episode and then make him leave. I feel like we should have at least gotten another one with him being the Imperial and then have the episode where he decides to go AWOL, in my opinion. So, but I'm excited to see what happens to Cody. I hope he meets up with Rex. I hope he meets up with the Bad Batch. I hope he gets his inhibitor chip out. Now, to be fair, Commander Cody did not show up in Rebels. He has never been mentioned in the sequels and whatnot. Captain Rex even has a canonical appearance. I almost said experience in Return of the Jedi, actually. So Commander Cody doesn't have that. So I'm sad to say, but I think Commander Cody is gonna die in season 2, and I don't want that. I'm not ready. I will never be ready. So I hope we get to see what's going on there. I hope he doesn't die, but I feel like he's going to have to. Bad Batch Season 2 had a lot of things I love about it already. Episodes 1 and 2 showed Count Dooku's not backstory, his life. His life on Sereno or Sereno. I forget how you pronounce it, and somebody mispronounced it on a video, and the comment section drilled him, so I apologize. Whether it's Sereno or Serena, I apologize. I love the backstory. And then when Tech talks to the old man in the cabin, he talks about how they have a history before the war. They weren't just separatists. It's stuff like that I like. I like the kind of behind the scenes stuff, basically. Because we grew up with the Clone Wars TV series, and it was all just war, clones and droids, Jedi, Sith, blah. And Tales of the Jedi too did a great job showing Count Dooku before he turned over to the Sith. We need more Count Dooku content. In my honest opinion. We really do. We got some of it, Tales of the Jedi, covered it phenomenally. We need more Count Dooku content, though. But so season 2 so far, really, really good in my opinion. If you hate it, you hate it. If you like it, you like it. For me, I thoroughly enjoy it. Season 1 had its ups and downs. I could talk about season 1. We've had season 1 was 16 episodes, and that's too many episodes to talk about individually for a single video. But season 1 was good. I know Omega coming in was kind of people were kind of what? And I don't mind it. Again, it wasn't a problem to me. I like the episodes where they rescued Commander Gregor. Now, if you're a Clone Wars fan and you watched season 5 of the Clone Wars, Gregor, last time we saw him, he was fighting droids in an explosion, and then he's in Rebels and he survives. And then they ask him how he survived. In Bad Batch, they ask him how he survived. And they're just he's just oh, well, I don't know, pretty much. I feel like we could have gotten more into that, actually. We don't really need to. We don't really need explanation, but I mean, I feel like a lot of us want to know how the hell he got out of that situation he was in. So, Now, my biggest problem with season 1 was when they meet up with Rex. Rex is talking to Echo, and Echo is learning about the inhibitor chips, and Rex mentions Fives, and Echo has no reaction to it. If you don't know the Clone Wars, Fives and Echo were best friends, inseparable. Echo is basically MIA in season 3, and is missing until season 7, because for a long time we all thought he was dead. He turns out he's not. Fives dies in season 6, after uncovering the plot to destroy the Jedi. I think a lot of Star Wars fans were frustrated that when Rex mentions Fives to Echo had no response to it. Really kind of odd. Really feel like there should have been something there, but that's like those are my 2 nitpicks with season 1. Gregor and Echo not reacting to Fives. Season 1, thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, had its filler episodes, had its like not as good episodes. It was just kind of. For me, season 1 was a 8 out of 10. Season 2 so far, I would still put it up there as an 8 out of 10 because we haven't really had enough episodes to say whether more episodes were bad, more episodes were good. Episodes 1 and 2, I enjoyed. Episode 3, I really enjoyed. Episode 4, it was good. It was good. Episode 4 is just one I probably want to watch again, but episode 3, I think, is the best one we got so far. But my biggest problem with season 2 so far is we keep getting introduced to these badass clone troopers, 3 of them to be exact, and they all die. Captain Wilco, Wyler, and Nova. We keep getting introduced to these badass characters, and they keep dying. And I really wish they'd stop. I really do. I'm getting tired of getting attached to named clone troopers because they're badass, and then they die. I think any Clone Wars fan can say the same thing. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I just want to talk about the Bad Batch, what I think of it, what I enjoy, what I don't really enjoy. Now, but there's not a lot I don't enjoy. I enjoy it for the most part. Again, season 1, 8 out of 10. Season 2 so far, 8 out of 10 up there. I don't see really any problems with them. We'll see how season 2 plays out. Maybe I'll do an update video reading season 2 when it's finished. I don't know. But I know we've done a few videos focusing on Star Wars stuff, and I don't mind it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. I like talking about this stuff. So if you want to see any more Star Wars content, let me know down below. Maybe we'll talk about Star Wars Rebels next. I don't know. But have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome.